I just had an opportunity to work with my client Carlin. She works in Washington, D.C. She sold her first condo and was ready to take on a new challenge. I had the opportunity to kind of talk with her a little bit about what she wanted, and she knew exactly what she wanted. She's the type of client who developed a spreadsheet of her priorities and was able to really look at, kind of what was most important to her. And I think the other thing that I'd like to point out, which is very important for a lot of clients, is that she already had her financing done, so she was ready to go. And she's in her 20-something, so she used social media a lot. She would text me, at different times during the day. She would call. She was very responsive. So that made for a very, very good relationship and a very productive relationship in this market. Along with Carlin was her mom. And her mom's about my age, and me being a mom and me having a daughter the same age as Carlin, her mom had a different perspective. She really wanted to look for a place where Carlin, she knew her baby would be safe, where she would have an investment that she could hold on for a long time and possibly retire. And I think the difference between the two of them was that Carlin was really looking for something where she could invest in DC, where she could make some money and possibly be able to rent out a unit to somebody on short-term or a long-term basis. So those were the different perspectives that they brought to the table, and we worked together to try to find out which would work for both of them, but ultimately Carlin was the person who made the purchase. I think the one thing about the DC market is the challenge with the inventory. We have very limited inventory. We have less than 2 months, so things fly off the shelf. We have open houses one Sunday, and then by Wednesday they're off the market. So it really requires that you respond very quickly, that you go in knowing what you want, which Carlin did, and that once you make a decision, which you less than 24 hours in most cases, that you're ready to move. So financing has to be in place, and you got to be able to make that offer. So it really required that I talk to the listing agents before and after of anything that we were interested in, so that we would not get beat out of that particular offer in that bid. So the market here is very aggressive, and a lot of young people are in the market. They're looking for short-term and long-term investments, and so it makes for a very really ideal situation for the seller, not so much for the buyer in some cases. I think comparing my clients with other clients that I've had, they're great. They are absolutely a good balance between one or the other. Because the market is aggressive here, people really need to be responsive. And I would think that, if you're looking for property here in Washington, D.C., you want to be a person who really understands the market, is able to accept criticism, is able to, really rely on your agent to give you the advice that you need, but also keep your best interests in mind. So I would love to work with them again in the future, and I think with Carlin and her ambition and what she wants to do with this particular property that she's looking for, there's other opportunities down the road for her, especially when she wants to invest in DC, and that's really what we want to do, is make sure that she has a safe place, a place that she can grow in, short-term, long-term, but ultimately make some money from it.